There are so many things that I love about YFR. It's hard to condense it down or pick just a couple. I remember that my first YFR was YFR 2000. It was in the University of Nottingham, and I remember going up on the train and being really excited and having all these amazing experiences from the moment I got there to the people I met, the teaching I heard, and the amazing praise and the sound of all these young people singing in the evenings. In fact, having such a good time that I forgot to even let my mum know I was there safely until I realised a few days later I hadn't done it and had to make some amends. But if I had to condense it down to two main themes that I love about YFR, the first one would be challenge. YFR for me represents a point in my life where I have received spiritual challenge in a good way. My first event, I still have the event guide for it, and the event guide for all the events actually, is this, and you can see that the theme was going deeper. And for those of you who might remember the band Delirious or can YouTube them, Deeper was the theme song, and I think it really hit home to me at that event and at that time in my life, because I was 16, that I really needed to think about what I was doing with my life, what I was doing with my relationship with God, and where that was going to go. And the event really challenged me to do that, so much so that a couple of months after returning home I did get baptised. But every event I've attended since has challenged my faith in some way, presented me with new learning, made me question where I am and what I'm doing. And I've really enjoyed that aspect of the events as part of a check and balance for me, really, about where I am going, and an opportunity just to collect myself and meet with other people and really get immersed in the Word of God. The second main theme for me is community. So, as I mentioned earlier, going there and meeting these people from all these different places all over the world was quite astounding, really, and really hit home to me that even though I was part of a small church in Cardiff, part of a small district in South Wales, I really was part of something much, much bigger, something across the world. And that was a really amazing thought to me, and still is at times, when I marvel at the sense of community that we have, and that the event allows us to share together for a brief time. And I've made some amazing friends that I am still friends now, 20 years later, and I've been to some amazing places, so deepest, darkest Shetland, across to Canada, and even as the result of what I thought at the time was a throwaway conversation with someone I just met, going across to help the churches in New Zealand and work there. So some really amazing experiences that have all come out of that event. So for those reasons, and for many others, I still love YFR and look forward to it every 4 years.